Yo, what's up, guys? Welcome. So today, we're going to be continuing the crafting system, but also working on 3D printer logic. So shout out to the two watching. Make sure you hit the like button, guys. Consider subscribing. We've got a pretty long stream today, I predict. But a pretty cool stream today, so let me jump straight into it. So we've actually got a new object, which is a 3D printer. So this thing can actually print all sorts of things, but for starters we want them to be able to print access cards. So this is fairly expensive and also takes a lot of materials to craft, but here are the crafting models. So we've got metal, scrap metal, scrap wood, scrap plastic, and scrap electronics. That's all I could really think of that would need to craft all different types of stuff. If you can think of other types of scrap, let me know in the comments. But that's pretty much what we've got working there. And also I've got a crafting system working, so if you haven't seen that in the short, what I'll do is we'll jump in game and we'll jump straight into that. But let me jump over here, make sure everything's all good over here. Everything's looking good. Shout out to the two watching. Jump in the comments, guys, let me know where you're watching from. But I'm back, and in the next 2 days I'm actually getting my second monitor, and also we will be able to multi-stream. So it potentially won't be on Tuesday. I'll be on a multi-stream. I'll be sort of getting my monitor and sort of waiting for getting my monitor, doing a test stream, making sure everything's good on my end, and then potentially the next stream or the one after is going to be multi-streaming to Kick and Twitch. So that's going to be pretty cool. But I can't really do that until I get a second monitor, because there's certain rules. Each platform needs to only see the chat from said platform. Twitch comments can only be shown on the Twitch screen, and vice versa for everything else. So, and the only way I can sort of read all your comments in one go is have this screen on my second screen, so then you guys can't see it, type of thing. But I can, and then I can communicate with all three platforms at the same time, type of thing. I'll reply to that comment in a minute, but let me just show you. So we've actually got we've got inventory here, but we've also got a crafting logic now. So each thing right now, the two types of things that you can craft these are the only two types of contraband we have. But to craft a shank, you need one scrap, you need one metal and two wood to be able to craft that. This is fairly expensive and also takes a lot to craft. So you need 10 metal, 5 plastic, and 3 electronics to be able to craft that. But there's no logic for that yet. But there's a little bit of a pickle in the code. I'll show you that. But we've also got scrap wood. Right now they can everything can go into your inventory like this, but there's a problem on the code level. I'll explain it later. But it like say I need to calculate that you've got 10 metal, 5 plastic, and 3 plastic, right? And 3 electronics. So I now it's hard for me to sort of I guess I could do it. I could go through the whole thing and then count the total and see how much you got. But the best way we're going to handle it is we're going to have another section here. I'm going to take that many slots away, so it's the same height here, and then we're going to have another box like this down here, which only shows up in the crafting menu, and then it's going to have all the types of scrap materials that you can have, and then it's going to show you how much you've got at each one. So then when I add scrap metal type of thing, it adds it to one slot, and then I can check that one slot type of thing. So it'll be sort of separated. It won't be in here, it'll be down here. And when you gain scrap metal, it will go straight into here, and then when you use it, it will come out of there. So it'll be sort of almost inaccessible type of thing, like this, for instance. You can only destroy cards and stuff. So that's what we're going to be working on today. But I should have enough to craft a shiv, so I'll just craft that. So there you go. It's now in my inventory, and I can use it. I'm gonna make it so you can. There's an equip animation. Let me actually quickly put that in there now. Add equip animation. Add equip animation when equipping shank, and also we want to refactor scrap logic into separate scrap slots. That's what we'll be doing today, scrap slots. All right. Just so we got that there, let me jump over to here. How you doing, Toonstone, mate? Do you think you'll live stream on TikTok? No. To be able to live stream on 3 different platforms, I'm going to need a minimum upload speed of 20 megabytes a second. So, and then I like, because right now, see how I've got 10,000 kilobytes a second? I need to, for me to, I think I've only got, like my current, I need to change internet. I need to upgrade my internet. My current internet, I think, is 10 megabytes a second max. But we need 20 megabytes per second a max at 3,000 kilobytes a second per stream. So 369. But you would need double that, so it'd be 18. So then, like, you need double that to have a decent stream. So then, we'll be 2 over the required type of thing. So I think that's how it works, because for 3 different streams, there's going to be 3 different. There's literally 3 different things, unless I use like a some streaming platform or whatever. But shout out to the free watching. But let me show you where the problem is with the code. Because I'm literally doing like some insane loops, like about 3 different loops in a row, just to calculate this stuff. So where are we? Craft inventory item. This is a loop. So I loop through their inventory, and then I check if they got it. And if for some reason they haven't got anything, or they haven't got the amount, then it will set that to that, and then I'll know if they have enough scrap. So there's one loop. And then we get to here, and then we loop through all scrap types, which is all the scrap needed. So this could be vary from like 2 to 3 or something. So then we're looping through that, and then I'm detecting what type of scrap it is, and then I'm checking if that scrap metal is in the inventory. We're looping through that, and then we're removing all the scrap, because I already know now it's in there. You know what I mean? Now we're removing all the scrap, and then when we get to here, I add whatever they've crafted. Oh, I thought there was another loop here, but that's see, this is fine, but the logic's not going to work if, I don't think I explained it before, if there's like different, like if like you've got scrap metal, but there's like, it's scattered out through all different types of slots. You know what I mean? That's going to be way too much logic to even handle here, to even try and determine that, unless I'm not switched onto something. So the way we're going to do it is scrap is going to go directly into the scrap slot section, and then you can only increase 1 slot, and then all I need to do is check that 1 slot. Very simple, and then it will avoid all this fucking gymnastics right here type of thing. So that's what we're going to do. The first thing we're going to do is build it. A Biscuits Oz says, do you need to break the loop after it is found? Else, if you have the same scrap in 5 different slots, it will eat all of it. Yeah, no, see, it's not going to work like that. The way it works right now is like essentially 1 slot. So to even try and do all this gymnastics, what I'm going to do is literally, I'm going to go like this. We're going to go like this. We're going to have, see, we got their cell inventory, player inventory. Where's their cell inventory? It must be in here. Well, they should have the, where is it? Here. Save current inventory. All right. All right. It's that's the container content. So we're going to add another one, and we're going to call this uh, scrap materials. Uh, you know what I mean? And have another array, but this array is only going to be 4 long. And we need some sort of structure for that, right? And then we can have one of these boxes under here. I could fix that straight away by going. So now it'll look better. So now we've got a maximum of 21 different things you can craft. A limit. But see, I want to have one of these boxes under here where it's got all your, it's going to be 4 long instead of 3, and it's going to have all your materials, and then it's just going to show how much materials you got. And then literally, I just need to check that one slot, right? And I need to remove from that one slot, type of thing. Very simplified type of thing. How you doing, Real Diago popped up, brother? How you been, man? Welcome to the stream. Shout out to the 4 watching, but that's the ID. So the best thing we can do now is just start doing this logic. What's this? Why isn't it? Interesting. Why is that? Inventory box, okay. This is going to be the access cards. I need to essentially duplicate that and call this the scrap materials. It's going to need to be a variable to hide it and show it. And now we can grab that and put it inside in the vertical box, I'm assuming. There it is. All right. We might need another icon. Scrap icon. So we're just going to build this so we have somewhere to populate, and then we're going to just try and populate it. This is probably going to take the longest part, is doing this. All right, what's this called? Scrap text. Scrap materials. This, all right, we need an icon because I don't want to use the same one here. Interesting. All right. Let's have a quick squeeze. Interesting. Oh. Something that represents scrap. Like that maybe looks like something. I reckon we swap it around actually. That's what we're going to do. That's what we're going to do. I'll show you. We're going to do a little sneaky, and we're going to go, I'm going to swap that bad boy around to scrap. Go like this, put this as the crafting. T icon crafting. Uh, craft, scrap, icon, scrap. Alright. Yeah, I mean, we're limited to the icons we can use, just like we're limited to the what's it called we can use. What's going on here? What's here? What's this? What's this? Okay. What? Hmm. I don't know why. There's something missing here. It's a size box by the looks of it. No. Inventory access cards. Okay, okay. I don't know what this white thing is here. What's going on here? It's not meant to happen. Vertical. Alright, this is the problem. That border. What? Fuck me dead. Alright. Border crafting inventory. So that's the problem right there. So vertical border, horizontal. Okay. Bang. $850. Minus 250. 850 minus 250. Okay, so there maybe. It's fixed it anyway, like, for the love of God, man. Oh. Okay, so this is 700 by 700. One, zero. What? The fuck is going on, man? It's about where it's meant to be. Fucking hell, mate. What's the difference? Sorry, guys, I'm getting confused with this thing here. We need a vertical box inside a border, and that's just a vertical box. Wait, I know what to do. Hang on. Okay, there's the vertical box. $850 minus $250. Centered. $850 minus $250. $850 minus $250. 700. 700. Bang. Alright, there it is. Fucking hell. Now this. The fuck? What the fuck's going on, man? This is what I need to do when shit like this happens. We just need to revert to before the stream. Sorry guys, but that's going to be the quickest option. Before the stream, bang. Sorry guys, shout out to the two watching, but that's what we're gonna do. We're just gonna wait for this bad boy to work. Get rid of this. Everything's looking good here. Yep, posted it. Hopefully the audio is fine this time. The last stream, Windows keeps resetting my fucking mouse. I mean my microphone audio from 60% to 100%. It needs to be on 60% or it's too loud. Like in Windows settings, and every time that like I do an update, they reset it. Well, not every time. It just randomly, like maybe 1 out of 5 times or something. And I don't know until I literally like check the stream afterwards, and it's just like full on. But it should be good now. All right, we got that. Now we're going back in here. We need to. We need to now try and do something. All we need is a spot for all the stuff to sit in. And then we can do simple logic to check if you've actually got scrap metal and then show how much you've actually got. And then when we check if you've got scrap metal, we literally check one slot. We've got your total amount there. It sort of separates it too from the inventory as well. Like, you know, so because scrap's fairly heavy. Or should I make it so it doesn't have weight? Yeah, that's what I'm gonna have to do. I'm just gonna have to make it so scrap doesn't have weight. It probably doesn't make sense, but it's not really gonna matter. Like your inventory everything that's in your inventory is what your weight's gonna be. Like your cards don't weigh anything. Your scrap metal amount doesn't weigh anything. Because theoretically, you could have a piece of scrap metal that weighs fuck all. You know what I mean? Like instead of making each scrap metal weigh a pound or something, like each scrap material. Oh, now we have to do this again. Okay. Second time lucky or third time lucky? What do you reckon? Oh my god. Crafting. Yeah. The hell is that? Okay. Okay. The top bar border. Inventory box border. Crafting box border. Storage box border. Yeah, we want to grab that bad boy right there. Copy. Crafting box. Paste. Fucking interesting. Uh no. Paste. Alright, that's the issue. That is the issue. It's meant to go, yeah, straight to a vertical box, but then this is, oh wait, then there's that. Grid inventory crafting. It's the exact same thing. What's going on? Let's just see how this looks. Let's just jump in game and see how it looks. Because if you haven't noticed, this is the problem here. See that? Wait. Oh, alright. Yeah. Oh, man. Oh, I hope this didn't stuff this up. I just wanted to display some scrap metal underneath the crafting thing. It really should only show now with the crafting, if the crafting thing is open. But if it looks good on this end, I'm just not going to worry about it. We're just going to move on. Because this is taking too long right now. We need to power through this stuff. Put things aside if it's just going to take too long, but we need to do this because we need somewhere to store it. Bang. Bang. Oh, yeah. Hmm. I've got an idea. Maybe we can just go, for starters, did not, oh, I haven't changed it. Yeah, I've done it in the last one, but not this one. So inventory, we can go bang, and so that will be the same height. And it wants to sit on the same thing, so we can do that and then go. Okay. And then crafting box, virtual. Okay, let's just rename this scrap metal, or scrap materials. Icon scrap, icon crafting. Alright, so now this might look alright. Like it would be combined, which I think will look alright. We'll just go with it. It's that part here. See this part here? Or, oh, okay. We'll find out how it looks. It will probably make sense if the crafting, like it blends together and it's just adding like a second, like lower, something lower. I'm not even making sense now, am I? May God have mercy on us all. My shoes are downstairs. May God have mercy on us all. Moment of truth. Yeah, what's going on here? What in the world is going on here? You know what? We're gonna try something unconventional right now. Vertical box. Ah, there's the fucking problem, I think. Let's see if that's the issue. Sorry guys, wasn't expecting this to be so hard. Like, it's literally identical to the other one. Or maybe it's because it's on a different side. But it'd make a lot of sense having it this way. So when you open your crafting, you only see your scrap materials when you're in there. And oh, interesting. I'm gonna have to make different searching types so you can search the inventory or search them for restricted cards or search them for scrap metal. Oh, we'll figure it out. Maybe display their cards and scrap metal as well when you're searching, so then you can confiscate them if you want. Yeah, we'll have to do that. We'll just have to make it work. May God have mercy on us all. Alright, now we just need to worry about what's going on. Oh, there's the problem. That's the vertical box. Okay. Minus 250, 850. Okay, finally. Fucking hell. What? Okay. Now, okay, fucking hell, whatever. Now this, okay. I think it's the best we're gonna get for now. Like I said many times, I'm not a designer. I'm a programmer. You know what I mean? I just get stuff working. Like the functionality is what I do. The look is just what I'm going for is like a theme. I'm going for a black and white theme. You know what I mean? White outline when you hover over there, black and white messages, white icons, stuff like that. Come on. Oh yeah, it's a size box. That's fine. All right, last check, and then we're just gonna use it the way it is. Because how long have we been spending on this? 45 minutes, guys. Shout out to the two watching. Sometimes it's like this. You spend a whole hour, you get nowhere. I've even, worked for 4 hours and then bang, I had to revert back because I've just broken something ridiculous, and it was more plausible to redo the entire thing, like than to try and fix it. That stuff happens all the time. But I always make sure I've got a backup before the stream and then after the stream, so I know what stages we're at. But we're waiting to go in game now. To check the last check for the design. I'm trying to get it to fill, so it just looks like a totally like a bottom section. Who cares if they combine to each other like without having a gap? I mean, the card separate from the inventory looks cool. The crafting system's just gonna have a lower section. I could probably put it up the top. There's your inventory. There's your crafting. Oh, fuck me. What the hell was that? Oh, okay. Shit. This is not fucking filling. Uh, fill. Yeah, like that. Alright. I think this might be us. Oh, let's look at that -20 on there. Moment of truth. Who would have thought we spend the first hour just trying to get the widget to work? Can you believe it? The coding would literally be 5 minutes, 10 minutes. But this, it's the first time widgets haven't really cooperated for me. Like, oh, that's what I wanted, but interesting. I think that's okay. We're getting closer. Alright, so now this, which will be this. Aha, okay. Let's get it 20 now. God, I'm mercy on us all. Okay, top 20. Okay, scrap materials. Scrap. Scrap. What? T scrap. SM scrap. There we go. So scrap metal. Scrap wood. Scrap plastic. And scrap electronics. Alright. I think this is going to look fine now. That's what we wanted. Yeah, there's going to be numbers there. We need to probably will say, yeah, the amount and then scrap, what type of scrap it is. I think this is going to look alright. Shout out to the two watching. Make sure you hit the like button, guys. Consider subscribing. Multi-streaming should be coming very soon. Like, potentially, it won't be Tuesday. It'll be probably Wednesday if I can. The internet reckons they'll hook it up within 24 hours. And we need, and I don't think I'm getting, because my internet scammed me, bro. I had NBN 50 and I couldn't stream, so I rang them up and paid for NBN 100, which is $85 a month. And then all of a sudden, like I rang them up for some technical difficulties, and they're like, "No, you're on NBN 50 plus." I'm like, "Fucking what?" I'm like, "How much money do you fucking owe me now, bro? You're gonna have to back pay me everything, because I'm like." So that means the salesperson lied to me and said it was NBN 100, but no, it wasn't. And charged me NBN 100 prices. So now I'm going to go and get NBN 100 prices and they actually upped the price $5 for some stupid reason. So now I'm actually getting it $5 cheaper, which is actually real NBN 100. Fucking clowns. And I'm like a, you don't want to lose me as a customer. I pay every month for the last fucking 15 years, bro. You know what I mean? Like, alright, scrap metal, scrap wood. See, I'm ranting and I don't even know what the fuck I'm doing. But, we're looking at this bad boy. Alright, moment of truth. Ba-boom, 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 ba-boom. I mean, fucking what can we fucking... We got room for another two by the looks of it. May God have mercy on us all. Take them to court, like, I don't know. Do you know what I think's happened, bro? Because our government, some sort of initiative, like our NBN got an crazy speed upgrade, right? So everybody that's on NBN 100 and above automatically gets that speed upgrade. And what I think they've done is they've changed the policy that now everyone that's on NBN 100 now goes on NBN 50 plus, right? And don't qualify for the speed upgrades. Like, they went directly to like, "Oh, would you like to upgrade to NBN 100?" I'm like, "How much extra is that gonna cost me?" And she's like, "Oh, $99 a month." And I just laughed at her, bro. I go, "See you later, you just lost the best customer you could get." Fucking idiots. And they rang me back twice within about 15 minutes trying to, like, because they knew they lost me, brother. I'm telling you. But anyway, there it is. Shout out to the free watching. You can't scam me or lie to me and make me think I'm getting something when I'm not fucking getting it, bro. Because that will piss me off. But, Streamlabs just decided to start spamming the living fuck out of the chat again. How you doing, Streamlabs? Fucking haven't seen you in about 15 minutes. Fucking hell, mate. Alright. So there's that. Now we need to do number logic. Interesting. Oh, their button's good. Alright. Text. Oh, wait. Let's do this properly first. What's this? Scrap metal. Scrap wood. Scrap plastic. Scrap electronics. Now we should be able to put a text in here. And it should look alright. My God, machine is all. What? What? Okay, this is not logicking. Interesting. Alright, well that's not gonna happen. We need to maybe do something totally different here, because this was me rebuilding it here. So we potentially need... Alright. How am I gonna do this? Slot. Crafting slot. L slot. Why? Interesting. Okay. Cut. Bang. Paste. Scrap metal. What? Ah, shit. I don't know, man. Oh, 128. All right. There we go. Fucking hell. All right. There we go. Bang, 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 bang. So, okay. Bang, bang. Scrap wood. Duplicate. Scrap plastic. Scrap plastic and scrap electronics. God. Now, oh shit. Alright, we're gonna have one more look at this, and then that should be good. And then we literally just gotta uh, scrap metal amount variable. Scrap wood amount variable. Scrap plastic amount variable. Scrap electronics amount. Alright. Bang. Bang, bang. Alright. So now we got, now it should look fine. Yeah, we'll save them. Why not? Why not? It should be very simple now. I should probably put the name there. So times one scrap metal, times one, yeah. It might not fit well, but we'll find out. I think that looks good. Probably a bit of padding on these, I reckon. What's padding look like here? Yeah, beautiful. Like that. Actually, we're gonna get like this. Bang. Alright. There we go. Beautiful. One last look and then we're jumping straight into the logic. I don't like the look of that, man. Like we can probably fit another two more materials. Alright, that's all. That's, we're just gonna go with that. Well, what I should do here is Alright, we're just going with that. But this content here, I want it to be like that. Alright, one last look and then we're sorry guys. But I think this is gonna look alright, half decent for now anyway. I feel like I want to just completely rebuild the inventory system. Make it more logical now. Because I separated the access cards, now we're separating the scrap metal or the scrap materials. I mean, that's the best we got right now. Alright, beautiful. That's good. Now, it would have to be bonded. Get scrap metal amount. Or just get, yeah. So what we're going to do is we're going to have, inside here, we're going to have player scrap. Scrap. I don't think it's going to be replicated. I'll just do that anyway. So there we've got our player scrap. So bang, 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 bang. They'll have 4. Scrap metal. Scrap wood. Scrap plastic. Scrap electronics. Player scrap. What? Interesting. Shit, I'm gonna have to 4H it. Yeah, with a break, I guess. Fucking putting this on a binding, I don't know. A loop on a bind? It's a bit sketchy, I think. Alright. Format. Times. Amount. Type. Amounts type. What? Scrap needed. This one's getting removed. Where? that needs to change. Scrap data. Scrap type. Total amount. Scrap types. So that's the data we want here. Scrap data. Okay, bang. Scrap metal, scrap wood, scrap plastic, scrap electronics. Scrap metal, then we do this. Amount to string type. Alright. Bang. Can you what's the binding? You can can you like do a binding with a and then like do an input? I don't think you can. We're just going to go like this for now. So, okay. Duplicate. Scrap. Wood amount. Plastic amount. Electronics amount. Bang. Alright. Alright. Close some of this. Okay. We probably won't need to do this now, but let's start getting in the process of doing this. Alright, let's jump in and see this. Why is that play a character? Why is that not? We didn't even touch this. Okay. Shout out to the for watching. Make sure you hit the like button, guys. Consider subscribing. But now we should have, you know, our scrap metal displayed, and we're able to now check the metal. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to save it. Make sure it's saving and loading in your inventory. And then we can just check it and take from that one uh, one array, one scrap metal array, instead of going through the player inventory array and trying to calculate multiple different slots and combine them together to check if they've got the right amount before you even have to go into now each slot and take out the right amounts. It's way too much. It's twisting my brain type of stuff. Even trying to think how that's going to work. But this is the best option, guys. I think this works. You know what I mean? You don't really see your scrap metal until you're in your crafting mode. Okay, oh fuck. Where is it here? Slot. There's a 10 regular. These are 12 bolds. Alright. God have mercy on us all. Alright. So let's start doing this. Shit. Bit of an OCD fix there. Now we've got scrap. Saving the inventory. Now loading the inventory. Alright, now we've got that loading and saving. We're saving it. We're loading it. Yeah, okay. Alright. So now that's done, we can save games, get rid of that. Alright, beautiful. Alright, we're good now. So there's that. Now what we want to do is... Alright, so now we're loading and saving, and now we've got something to check. So now, when we craft, we can... Alright, that's the what we want to... Okay, let's just go. Boof. This is what we want to craft. Wait, what were those first checks? Oh, that's right, you don't have enough. Alright. This is what they want to craft. I know what to rename this now. S. Scrap pickups. This will be scrap pickups. Okay, so switch for each. We want to loop through all of them. Then each scrap metal type, we want to... So this is the type of stuff we want, but we want to... Shit, we're going to have to do multiple for loops. We're going to have to go like this. Interesting. Yeah, 2's better than 4, I guess, or 3. So we need to... We need to check that this equals this, and this is more equal, otherwise it's less. They've got that scrap. So this means they've got enough scrap, at least one of them. So we can now do a, I think I've already done one. Local has enough scrap. So they will have enough scrap until these fires. Wait, no, we need to do this. We can't do end booleans. We can't do end booleans. We just need to check if the one we're checking is the right one. Now we need to check if they got the right amount. So if they got the right amount, we're good. But if they don't have the right amount, we can set that to here. So this means that one of them, so this will either fire if they've got enough, but if this fires, they haven't got enough. Yeah, we could have done a break there, but I don't think it matters. Yeah, we'll do a break actually, just so it's slightly more efficient. This has to be a 4H loop. This can be a 4H with break. If for some reason one of maybe the first indexes they haven't got enough, so we instead of looping for the other two for no reason, we can just break it. So this means they have enough scrap. This means they don't have enough scrap. We also got to make the contraband menu so you can get order scrap off the contraband guy. So if they don't have enough scrap, we let them know. You do not have the required scrap materials. to craft this item. You do not have the required scrap materials to craft this item. Okay. But if they do, we now need to remove it. Ah, okay, interesting. We have to do it now. So this is checking. We have to do another loop. So this is essentially checking that they've got the required materials. Then if they've got the required materials, then we have to fuck. And that can't be coming off there. That's got to be coming off here. So if they've got the required, now we need to remove the materials, the amount of materials. Shit. There's no way around doing this gymnastics. So we need to loop through the free, loop through their entire thing, make sure they got it, and now we need to loop through the thing again and take out specific amounts, which would be like something like this, the same thing, but actually removing it. There's nothing we can do. We have to do 3 fucking loops. Can nodes be converted to C++ or whatever language UE uses? Blueprints is essentially a visual format of coding, right? It's like coding within the engine. At the bottom, at the end of the line, it would have to be getting converted into C++. See, C++ is like the engine is built in C++. You can use C++ to code, but it's not 100% C++ rather than 100% Blueprint. It's a combination of the both. I'd say you can only do maybe 60% maximum with C++. The rest will be done in blueprints and stuff. So you're using a combination of the both. But with blueprints, they off the bat be less optimized than using C++. Large games like requiring 100 player slots, with projectiles, bullet projectiles, all that type of stuff. Blueprint's not going to handle it. You would need to optimize at the bare minimum the character movement, the projectiles, all that type of stuff in C++ for it to be able to work plausibly. But the game I'm making is very small in size and scope, and I believe blueprints will handle the game will handle blueprints in this case. Or if you're making like a first person a single player game, blueprints can work to a degree. If that makes sense. So that's my understanding so far. But shout out to the 5 watching. So now we need to do fucking loops. But what my dilemma, my problem here right now is what type of fucking shit do I move? I'd have to do this again. I'd have to do this again. So that's where I can do check inventory for scrap. That's doing see, that's alright. We'd have to do something like this, and then we can avoid doing this, and then have to do this once here. Interesting. I mean, does it matter? The whole check should be a standalone function that returns an index pointer and bool for the A standalone function that returns the index pointer and bool for has item. Oh, you mean like store these indexes, like into an array or something? We done it this way to try and avoid doing shit like this. And we're back here doing it again. May God have mercy on us all. Yeah, I feel like I'm going to do this whole check here, because this just determines if they have it or not. No, we don't need to be doing that. For each... Do we need a break? Yep. That's the break. Alright, that's determining if they have it or not. So this would need to be just a 4 each. Fuck, okay. Like, apparently the engine can do like over 1,000,000 loops or 500,000 loops or some ridiculous number. So, you know, this is looping maximum 4 times. Okay, now we need to check if that equals that. So, if we're checking the right one, and the total amount is more equal to that, we're good. We don't need to do that type of check. We just need to do that now. So theoretically, one sec, I'll check up on that in a second, guys. Alright, so now we know if they've got it or not, if they've got enough materials, you know, if it's the right one. That's when checking the right one and making sure they got the right. Okay, so theoretically now we can avoid doing this. Oh, the item row name. Okay. This is where this came in. Oh, no. We now need the item row name of this, which would only can get from here. No, not that. Fuck. What? Once you determine the item has the required item, return the index of the found item. Nested loop in Blueprint makes a sad panda. Yeah, loops within fucking loops are not fucking good. So this should return the index. Yeah, I know, but like, I need to remove multiple different scraps. Now there's meant to be multiple different scraps. So what I'm going to do with this index until interesting. Yeah, I have to do some juggling like this. Fucking hell, a loop within a loop. May God have mercy on us all. But, you know, when you're prototyping this stuff, you just want to get something working, and then you like you can see how it functions, how it works, right? And then you're able to optimize it and that type of stuff. You don't really want to try and do that off the bat because you'll probably have to refactor it like I am doing right now, and it'll be a total waste of time. So we just want to duct tape shit together, get it working, and then we know how bad our code looks, and we can what's the word? We can do anything that is required, anything necessary, like doing proper coding. So now this is where I do one of these fucking gymnastics. Local item row name. And then I do one of these fucking ridiculous things. Scrap metal. And then that bad boy goes there. Now I know if they've actually got the bad boy. Oh, right. No, oh, that's right. This can actually return the index. You're right. Which index? This one. That's the index I want to store. So we can go local array index, local inventory index. Inventory index. I can go. Oh, fucking wait, no, because it's a loop. Ah, fuck me. I can't return the index, bro. Like, we have to do it this way. There's no other way. Like, loop the array of required items and call the hassle or has item function. Loop the array of required items and then call the if it add the return index to the map. If any of those items return false, break early. Loop the array of required items and call the has item function. Loop for the array of items, which would be this, the scrap needed, which is which can be anywhere from 2 to like 3 or more different things. Yeah, that's what I'm doing here. You're literally telling me to do what I'm literally doing right here. And I don't know this unless I switch this and then set that accordingly. So this is how I've done it before. Like, I don't think there's really anything we can fucking do. We have to do multiple loops. Loop to check, then a loop to remove. Scrap metal. Scrap wood. Scrap plastic. Scrap electronics. Alright. So if we got the bad boy. This is just checking if they have it. Maybe I can return the required amount. I can't. Okay. And this is where I can break it, right? Okay. For each would break, yeah. And then I can break it and then determine if it's... So for some reason they haven't got the required. We can potentially do a local variable. Uh, and now if this for some reason returns false, they haven't got enough scrap. And now I have to do another loop to remove it. This is essentially wrapping the fucking loop into a function. This is literally what we did just before. I mean, there's nothing we can do. Like that's just, it's just how it's gonna have to work. So there's that. Let's go with notifications. I don't even think now. Notifications. OC send. Send them an error saying you do not have enough scrap materials to craft this item. So now they have the required materials. Now, what do we want to do? We want to remove those required materials. But what we can first do is, because this is on the server, we can very happily add item to inventory. Because they've just crafted the item. I've got to make an array here. Split that bad boy. We want to give them 1. So now they got it. We want to go like this so it adds it to the thing. So now we want to remove fuck me. We now need to remove all. What? Swap? What? I tried to do switch or something. We need to remove all the materials from their inventory. Or from their thing. My God, mercy on soul. Another loop, guys. Another loop. Fuck me dead. Nested loops. Loops within loops. Loops coming out of loops. Loops coming out of my fucking ass, bro. Fucking hell. Forage. So if that bad boy equals that bad boy, that equals that, we can continue, and then we can set array elements. Set array elements of that bad boy. Split that. This subtract the total amount of the amount that was needed. And that's the new amount. And the scrap type will be the same as that. So there we go. There we go, guys. There we go. Boom. Alright, we can just forget about that now. We just can pretend we didn't do that. I mean, if you can work out a better way to do this other than this gymnastics right here, please let me know. Probably not good putting return nodes that don't return anything, but I like returning. It's like me not returning a bit of code. It's sketchy as fuck to me. So now theoretically, we need a place to buy items, or maybe if we can. Look at this fucking nonsense, man. I've got to make all of them work with that one interface. Instead of having doors and then fucking pickups. Okay. Okay, alright. So now if we pick up scrap, we don't want to be adding it to the inventory. We want to now have a function called add scrap to inventory. So there will be add item to inventory, add scrap to inventory. Make add scrap to inventory plus remove scrap from inventory. That's something we've got to do. That's something I've got to do too. Here's the make 3D printer. So there's a couple more things we still got to do just to finalize this crafting system. But I think it's looking pretty decent. For now anyway. How long have we been going for? 2 hours nearly. Not bad. Shout out to the free watching, but that's probably where I'm going to probably leave this stream. Starting to get a little bit tired, so what do we need to do? We need to now create proper server-side functions that can remove and add. And then we can use that function for the remove, that type of logic for the remove. And then when we add, when we go into like the store menu, we need to be able to, I need to be able to make the this is just the store menu, but the contraband will say contraband, cards, and this one's hidden, or it's disabled, you can't press it. But now it's going to say contraband, cards, scrap. So you can, those are the three types of contrabands you're going to get. And then when you order it, he'll give it to you, but it will go straight into your inventory, into your new scrap inventory type of thing. So that's where we add scrap to inventory, and where we remove it is here when we craft. Practically that, but in a function. So that's pretty much where I want to leave it. I want to go for a little bit longer, but I'm a little bit tired. I also want to try and rest up a little bit before we get into these multi streams, because I want to go for at least 4 or 5 days straight. Yeah, we're sort of waiting until Tuesday until I can get my screen and also some models. So what I plan to get is warehouse models, so we can do factory work with conveyor belts and number plates, and you're doing processes and different types of animations to work in the workshop. And potentially I'm also going to get the kitchen as well. So then we'll have a kitchen and a cafeteria section, which I think will be pretty dope. I might be able to get those two, but if not, at least one of those. So then by the time we start multi-streaming, we'll be mapping the workshop, mapping the kitchen, mapping the cafeteria, doing all the job logic for that. And then once we've done the kitchen, the workshop, and the laundry, we've then got 5 different job types, and which I think is good for the base game, and we don't have to worry about jobs anymore. We just got to start focusing on other features and that. But something I could have worked on immediately was the crafting system that we're at today, that we'll be working on today. But as you can see, a little bit more work to get the crafting system working. But that's pretty much how it's going to work. So we'll go from 2 loops. This loop will be generic by removing. Yeah, I think that's the best we can do. I mean, it's not too out of control, you know what I mean? It's not like we're looping within looping within looping within looping. We are, but not that far. But that's probably where I'm going to leave this stream, guys. That's pretty much where I just wanted to get a little bit done. It's been a couple of days since I've done a stream. What I'm going to do is potentially fix this, get this already, and potentially, if I don't work on the rest of this today, we'll probably jump in tomorrow and we'll finish all this off. Because there's a few things that we need to do, and then we can probably jump straight into the printer. I forgot about the 3D printer, so there's definitely work for us to do tomorrow. So that's what we'll do tomorrow. And then potentially, tomorrow for me is Monday, and then Tuesday is when I get my screen, when I'm able to pay for the new internet. And then within 24 hours of that, multi-streaming should be good to go, and potentially even be able to start multi-streaming. Game Dev and Chill number 111. So triple digit ones. I love that the multi-streaming is going to start at that type of number, if you're into numerology like I am. So yeah, so tomorrow we're going to have a stream. We're going to finish off this crafting system. We're going to get the 3D printer logic working, and then I'm going to take a day off. I'm going to get multi-streaming, get my screen, get multi-streaming going, do a test stream to make sure I'm ready for stream number 111, multi-streaming on Twitch, YouTube, and Kick at the same time, guys, on the 29th. So tomorrow we're going to finish off what we're working on today, work on the 3D printer. The next day I'm going to get everything ready for the multi-streaming, which I'll take a day off, and then on the 29th, we're into it, guys. Straight into multi-streaming, and I'll go for at least 5 days straight once we start getting that all ready and going. But like I say at the end of each stream, if you're new to the game, jump into the description, go to the Discord link, join the community. There's over about 140, 150 people over there. You know, I post random announcements. We've got information. We've got live streams. I do random showcasings. We've got the changelog, the updated changelog. You can see our list of donators and our list of programmers. We've even got our list of developers, and we've also got a list of all the assets that we're using with the links if you'd like to go check them out. But anyway, guys, that's probably where I'm going to leave this stream. Like I said, another stream tomorrow, finishing off this and the 3D printer. But I hope you enjoyed, and we'll see you tomorrow. Peace.